My family owns a mortuary. I don't know, I wish I knew anything about caskets. Oh yeah, this is 2015 style.
Hello, and welcome to Grave Conversations, the only show where your favorite celebrities get to lie down. I am your host, David Dastmalchian. Today's guest is someone that we hope does not die for a very long time. You know her from The Mandalorian, Edgar Wright's amazing Running Man, and the breakout performance she gave in the incredible film Love Lies Bleeding. Please say hello to Katy O'Brian. Hi, Katy.
Hello.
I also call her KO because she'll knock you out, KO. I'm excited for you to be here with us today. How are you settling into your end table?
Is that what you call a casket?
Is it cozy?
It's really comfortable.
Good.
I will try not to fall asleep during this.
Are you a sleep problem person?
Yes. Yeah, I always have been.
Is it because Kylie snores really loud?
No, my dog snores.
Ah.
And that was a surprise.
Does your dog fart?
She does.
I hate it. I hate dog farts more than human farts.
Yeah, well, you can spend more time with me. I'll change your mind.
That's actually why I call you KO.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Is this your first time in a casket?
I think so. You know, we have a weird job, but I'm pretty sure.
Well, let's get in the deep end. No sense going in the baby pool with our very first segment. Questions you need to answer before you die. What kind of bird is Big Bird?
You know, I play this bird game called Wingspan, and I have not seen him on it. So I would assume he's a human in a bird costume that they created. There's got to be some penguin in there.
No.
And well, because of the posture.
Okay.
And personality.
You know that Big Bird has no wings.
I've not, like, as I'm picturing, so is he more like he's more like a Tyrannosaurus Rex kind of thing, but with
He's
feathers.
got the little hands. Yeah, he's got the, you know.
Oh my God.
So, I don't know.
So someone told me that some birds were like descendants of Tyrannosaurus Rexes, and I really don't have any need to question that. So.
They are. I think they are. They're very related,
Yeah.
the dinosaurs and the birds. But I just think it's amazing that I asked you a question and immediately your answer was, I play a game called, what's it called?
Wingspan.
Bird? Wingspan, okay.
Yeah.
I play a bird game.
Yeah.
I'm a birder. What social rule do you think was made up by someone very annoying?
I actually, like, I very rarely get on social media anymore. My mom was an etiquette teacher, and there's this guy that goes through like the history of etiquette and why certain things exist. But like putting your elbows on the table, it definitely had a purpose way back when, because tables weren't sturdy, but now they are, so you can do that.
That's why elbows weren't allowed on tables, because
Yeah.
they were unsturdy.
The table's like a much more,
Sure.
like the structured table that we have
So if you
today.
put your elbows on it, you were possibly going to make someone spill their soup.
You were gonna take the whole table down. But now, it's like, let's get over that. We can do it.
What is the maximum amount of cats a person can have before it becomes actively hostile to your sense of well-being?
I'm allergic to cats, and I have 2.
I forgot.
I would say once you start to get past 3, we're getting to a territory of like, you know, what does your house smell like? How many litter boxes do you have? Where do you put them? What are we doing?
Okay, I hear you. For cats, I was going to say 7. Dogs, more than 3.
If it's 7, they have to be outside, David.
You're right, but there's always like 1 indoor cat.
Sure.
Yeah, the old crooked one.
Yeah.
If you were in the midst of a zombie apocalypse, you know, like the one where they can run, the fast zombies,
Oh, God.
what would be your first move? How long do you think you could last?
I would say lay down, because I'm not trying to run forever. That's ridiculous. Yeah, I don't want to deal with that life. I think I'll just figure out what it's like to be a zombie.
Okay. Just give in from the get-go.
Absolutely.
Because of all my friends, you would be the person I would say would last the longest.
If I had to, you know, like if if I was protecting, if I had a kid and they were like, I don't want to die, I'd be like, fine. I guess we'll find higher ground and I will make a bunch of improvised weapons.
I knew you would.
I wonder if there's like a scent, like a way for them to track scent that you could cover yourself in. Like,
Oh, that's smart.
you know, like Rafe has, he like covers himself in iodine.
Apparently your farts will kill him.
They might be attracted to it. Who knows what twisted
You don't know who you're
sick
dealing
shit
with.
they're into. We were all so uncomfortable and so itchy. And then you just wonder about like what sweaty person was in them 30 or 40 years ago.
Hey, can we go back to Mandalorian for a second? I love that show so much, and your performance is so great, and it was like, wait, who is this person? How much of it was about restraint versus intimidation?
So they shoot it in a really strange way, where they have you play certain things, you know, as if maybe you are a bad guy, like a little over the top, or they have you play it like you are sad that you're betraying this person. So they have you play it several different ways, and they kind of pick the performance that they want.
Okay.
Which then you kind of are like, I don't know who this character is, I don't know what's going on. And then also they then add, like all my scenes, every time I showed up, they added imperial music to the background. And I'm like, okay, well.
While you were filming?
No.
Oh,
in the
I understand.
end,
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm like,
Okay.
well, you've blown up my spot now. Everybody knows that I'm bad.
Oh man, it was so fun.
Or misunderstood.
Love Lies Bleeding. It has such an intense physical and emotional presence that you were able to bring to that film. I mean, you did something that just took people's breath away. What did that role demand from you that surprised you?
I think it was just, you know, that was my first real kind of supporting lead role. And so I really had to break down who everyone in that world was to me. And I think there were times where, you know, after you've done several days in a row of 12, 14-hour days, you're kind of exhausted and you have to find a way to still pull out that emotion and like anything other than just fatigue. And I think that might have been the challenging part, just sometimes where, you know, everyone's exhausted and you still have to give 100% of raw emotion.
You do such a great job of making fantastical worlds believable. How do you personally make an unreal world feel real?
I don't think there's anything unreal about it. I think I have this thing called maladaptive daydreaming. I daydream constantly. And I've started writing it down, thank God, because it makes me feel a little less crazy. But I'm always creating worlds, and I grew up reading all the time. And when you're reading, more so than even watching a show, you're creating the world in your head, because you have the words but not the visuals. So I think that translates well to film. And I think that, you know, to be in this industry, you have to be a little bit, I don't know, delusional or...
Your imagination is amazing.
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah. What piece of technology do you fear the most?
I mean, I think AI in general is pretty scary.
Yeah.
Not only what it's doing to people psychologically who like treat it as a therapist or a friend, but what the damage that it does to the environment is I think irreversible if we keep going in the route that we're going.
What are your thoughts on people who walk barefoot in airport security?
I'm a very blunt person, and I have made audible noises when someone took their shoes off at the airport once, and their feet smelled so bad. I was like, They put their shoes back on.
Good.
Sorry, it was so gross, but like, if your feet stink, please be aware of that. Have a friend tell you, like, let's not be precious about these things anymore, but please
Do something about it.
do something about it. But I don't, like, if you want to be barefoot, I guess.
Just curious, because you've had so many different weird ones and cool ones, and I'm wondering, has a wardrobe ever forced you to, let's say, move or exist in a way that changed the character that you had originally envisioned for yourself?
I think every wardrobe does, in a way. I think a great wardrobe informs the character in a way that maybe you didn't it just adds layers to it, and it adds another layer of depth to it. One of the things about Jackie and Love Lies Bleeding was I was so much more exposed than I've ever been in public and, you know, and around a whole film crew. Even when I'm working out, I'm wearing like underwear and a tiny bra. It was interesting because it was like a measure of extreme confidence because I had to display that. I had to be like, this girl thinks she's the shit. But also vulnerability because I'm like constantly thinking, oh my God, is my cellulite, you know, out? Are people looking at it? Is my tan line off? Whatever. But I think that was really, really unique. And then honestly, the first season that I was in The Mandalorian, it was like original costumes from the 70s or 80s. It was like OG costumes. They did not have extras actually. So
wow.
They were extremely itchy. You couldn't like move very much. And I felt like if I did, I would rip it and then I would be fired. So it did give a sense of like rigidness and like a military kind of feel. But at the same time, we were all so uncomfortable and so itchy. And a lot of the guys, because it would like chafe their throats, they started getting rashes. And then you just wonder about like what sweaty person was in them 30 or 40 years ago. And then
That's so cool.
yeah,
Oh
it's
my
cool
God.
and gross at the same time, yeah. My mom has told me she wants to be put in a plastic bag and just thrown over the fence. And she's like, don't even like bother.
Thank you so much for all those very, those are like me getting to like ask you stuff that I don't normally when we're just hanging out as friends. So that's very fun for me. But as you know, on this show, we aim to normalize conversations surrounding death and dying. And so now we're at the segment of the show that we call Death Wish. Katy O'Brian, at the end of your life, and absolutely not a moment beforehand, would you like to be buried or cremated?
I think I would like to be cremated and turned into something.
Oh, like a diamond?
No, maybe something edible. And I think I am a big fan of pranks, and I just think it'd be great to like sneak me in to people's foods, supplements.
Supplements.
Live on through them, you know.
Like, this is some vanilla flavored protein powder, and everybody drinks their smoothies. And Katy
It's just a
O'Brian
little
used to
bit.
drink these when she was prepping for a role. I'd be like, oh, awesome, awesome. In fact, some of her remains are in there.
You know, people sell things that are just as gross, I think. So at least this is
People will
sterilized.
sell anything.
Exactly, and people will buy anything. So, you know, here's just a little bit of me.
Sure. What do you think happens after you die? Nothing, something, or everything?
Nothing.
If you died and there was a heaven, you're standing outside of the pearly gates and St. Peter is standing there with an iPad looking at your file, then looking back at you and then back at the iPad. You can kind of tell he's on the fence about letting you in. What's your pitch?
I mean, do I need, like, is purgatory not a more interesting option? Could maybe
Totally.
I would want to know, like, can I take a tour first to see what I'm getting into?
So you're playing like the hard customer. Like,
Yeah, like
yeah.
maybe if I'm like, I don't know, and then he's
Then he's
you'll
like, well,
have to
now I've
sell.
got to convince her.
Exactly.
Yeah. The playing hard to get into heaven is a good move, I think. You know, a lot of people don't have these conversations with their partners, their spouses, their significant others, their families, whomever they expect or hope will be there when they're gone. So it's nice that not only are we getting to have this conversation now, do you have these kinds of conversations with your wife?
Yes, I have a will. We talk about random death stuff all the time. My mom has told me she wants to be put in a plastic bag and just thrown over the fence. And she's like, don't even like bother.
Do you want a eulogy written ahead of time, or should someone just wing it? I mean, this answer is going to feel very relevant once we reach the end of this episode. You'll see.
This is what I want, actually. I think this would be fun, a PowerPoint. I think a little PowerPoint presentation of actually anything. It doesn't even have to be about me. I think people should just come up and like present something that
Whatever they want to talk
about.
about, like, yeah.
Yeah. What's really important to me is that the catering is good.
Someone's doing a PowerPoint presentation on Chicago architecture, but the catering is killer, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, and also Chicago architecture is
It's pretty awesome.
gorgeous.
Yeah, that's true. Would you plan your own funeral down to the details or
No.
just avoid it completely?
No, I just don't care.
Okay.
I'm dead at that point. I don't care. You know, I don't care now. So I don't think it's going to change.
If someone described you as strong in the eulogy that wasn't prepared before you died because you want them to wing it, would that feel accurate or incomplete?
I think it's accurate.
I agree.
They could just say strong and move along. And because again, it's, I cannot stress this enough. It's about the food after.
What song should absolutely not be played at your funeral?
Something like, I don't know, like the Star Spangled Banner doesn't make much sense. I think we should keep it to like maybe trap music or something. I think it would be the most fun. I want people to just have a good time. Or just not even go. We didn't really have a wedding and that felt right in a way. Just like, I don't like crowds. I don't like feeling overwhelmed. So I think, you know, karaoke is what I want.
Yeah. I'd love a karaoke funeral. That sounds
Yeah.
awesome. People say your life flashes before your eyes right before you die. If you were in the edit bay for that montage sequence, is there a particular memory or a still frame that you would want to dedicate a few extra seconds to?
You know, it's like every morning I get to wake up to, my wife has like the cutest little smile. And then my cat might be, we'll say in this situation, is in my arms. And then my dog is like panting in my face. And I get like the blend of those three cute little faces. I think I'd be happy enough.
Well, let's move backwards from the funeral to this very moment in a segment that we call Living for This. What are you working on? Personally, professionally, anything you want that makes you feel alive these days?
I'm trying to get like refresh my brain and everything. It just feels like it's hard to do right now. It's a weird time in the industry. It's a weird time in the world. I have a project I'm trying to produce that I think is very lovely and fun and interesting and unique. We're doing family planning. We're actually very close to hopefully getting a baby in my wife. I know. That's
wow.
super exciting.
That's amazing. Yay. That's so exciting.
I've done nothing to contribute. And yeah, I mean, that's the biggest thing. I'm working on a book. I don't know if I'm supposed to say anything about it yet, but I'm more excited to get it done than I am about anything else in the world. It's like been such a weight on my shoulders for so long, and it's very like photo heavy.
Okay.
And it's the first time that I'm having to plan like a whole shoot and like figure out where to do it and all this stuff. And it's just been so much more stressful than if I were able to just sit down and write.
So it's the pressure of the due date, the pressure of the deadline, the pressure of like completion that's stressing you out.
It's that it's much more money up front than I expected.
Got it.
It's the production of it all is more difficult. I can sit down and write if it's especially something I'm really interested in or passionate about. I love writing, but I could care less about putting everything else together. And so that's where I have to focus my energy on the thing that I don't want to do.
Well, let me say too, that is one lucky child to have you and Kylie as parents. That kid is going to have an awesome life.
Hope so. They're going to be weird.
They're going to be so weird, and
Yeah.
I love it. They're going to be so weird, and they're going to learn how to play games. And they're going to come to games. Katy, thank you again so much for being here on Grave Conversations.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Before this interview heads to the morgue, I would like to ask you to do one more thing. It is a tradition here on Grave Conversations that we invite you. We would love for you to give yourself your own eulogy. Once you see the lower third, you're going to get why this title is a very strong joke. When I say die, you'll have 60 seconds to give yourself your own eulogy. Now, this is the fireworks moment. Make them cry and laugh, or none of those things, up to you, and absolutely, it's really none of my business, okay? Are you ready? Deep breaths, and 3, 2, and a 1, and a die.
Thank you all for coming to this PowerPoint presentation funeral of Katy O'Brian. She has been burnt at the stake as she wished to be, and we appreciate that you all were here to witness. All of her little ashes will be put into tiny tablets that you can find under your chair in your welcome pack that you must keep around you so that she can haunt you and so that you can ask her for advice that you will then refuse to take, like many of you have often done in her life. Katy loved karaoke. She loved spending time with friends and animals. All of her most valued possessions will be under the care of her cat, Miso. And she leaves behind her beautiful wife, who will shortly join her, I'm sure. In her next life, Katy would like to be reborn as a kaiju, or a gorilla, or a hybrid of the two, like King Kong, but less likely to be beaten by Godzilla. And she, as a final wish, would like Vine to come back and take over TikTok. And yeah, oh, and she wants everyone to know that you need to chill. You need to chill out. Just chill out. If you could, please join us at Chipotle after, so we can share one last bout of digestive distress together. Katy would be thrilled.
Katy O'Brian, Kaiju, Chipotle-catered funeral. That was beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
I hope you too had a fun time staring at the ceiling talking about death and Star Wars with me. With that, I guess, good night and good luck.
They're almost touching. Oh, there's a little, oh, there's an urn. And there's something in it. It's nice, good quality, all right. These will last.